Assassin's Creed Shadows details new take on stealth gameplay for franchise. A new stealth philosophy. Stealth gameplay in Shadows has been ambitiously overhauled in a few key areas, says Simon. First, the most obvious change for AC players will be the lack of a companion eagle allowing you to scout ahead and map out an entire location. In Shadows, players must rely on their main character's own senses and engage enemies in a more tactical moment-to-moment manner. Ubisoft has shared a new blog post on Assassin's Creed Shadows, revealing more details about the upcoming title's gameplay. The highlight this time is an overview of the stealth systems, which the company regards as an ambitious revamp in some key areas that will change how players approach furtive action. Assassin's Creed Shadows drops February 14th, 2025, and we're thrilled to start offering you deeper insight into its gameplay. Through a series of posts over the next few weeks, we'll bring you brand new details on combat, parkour, and exploration. Let's kick this week off with a stealth overview. While we'll primarily focus on Neo, one of Shadow's two protagonists, who seamlessly blends classic assassin techniques with the quiet agility of a trained shinobi, some of these details apply to Yasuke, Shadow's samurai, as well. The shinobi and assassin arsenal. Neo doesn't have to rely on her stealthy moves alone. She has 4 primary tools at her disposal to help ensure a quick kill or getaway. Smoke Bomb, a classic assassin tool that creates a cloud of smoke, allowing you to escape or assassinate low-rank enemies without being seen. Shinobi Bells, the perfect tool to distract enemies. By throwing a bell, you can lure guards away from their posts or create an opportunity to sneak past them. Kunai. Kunai are extremely sharp throwing knives that deal a lot of damage and can result in one-shot kills when aimed with precision. Shuriken. Shuriken are sharp, star-shaped throwing weapons that momentarily stun enemies and are even more useful when thrown into the environment to cause distractions. With the removal of the Eagle Companion, players in Assassin's Creed Shadows will have to rely on 2 different scouting mechanics. The first is Observe, allowing players to identify targets, tag and monitor enemies, and highlight lootable stashes, collectibles, and quest objectives. Players can also examine nearby locations through a sync point while using the Observe skill. Next is Eagle Vision, and this Assassin's Creed stealth mechanic identifies enemy positions and lets you tag them behind walls and other objects. Eagle Vision will also isolate any relevant sounds the enemies make and let you find hiding spots. Neo can use these skills separately and concurrently to survey the area better. Ubisoft has posted a stealth gameplay overview for Assassin's Creed Shadows, detailing the moves and arsenal primarily of Neo, one of the game's 2 protagonists. Assassin's Creed Shadows is the latest entry in the action-adventure franchise by Ubisoft, taking players to feudal Japan. In the game, we have the chance to play as 2 very different characters. On one side, we have the shinobi Neo, who uses stealth and agility to her favor. On the other, a powerful samurai called Yasuke uses all his strength and precision to cut down his foes. The next Assassin's Creed Shadows stealth features are movement mechanics, which include hiding in shadows, crouching, and going prone. During the nighttime, players will find different hiding pots covered in shadows, the best way to ambush their enemies. Crouching is an effective movement mechanic for indoors. If players crouch, then the sound they make decreases drastically. Also, their visibility is much lower when compared to standing. Crouching will also reduce the chance of you walking into any noisy objects. The next Assassin's Creed Shadows stealth mechanic is for both Yasuke and Neo. Players can be prone to reducing their visibility further when on rooftops, on the ground, or even underwater. When using prone as Neo, players will be able to roll side to side or front to back by pressing the dodge buttons. There are also certain locations that you can crawl under by using prone. The overview can be found below, via Ubisoft. Future overviews will focus on combat, parkour, and exploration. In the new blog post, we get a closer look at various of Neo's skills which tie back to her shinobi status. As an assassin, she must be fast and quiet, so that she can take down her enemies while they're still unaware of her presence. According to the developer, while stealth has always been part of the series, the new game will demand a more tactical approach, with players having to deal with situations as they come using Neo's senses. One of the new features is the Observe system. It allows players to tag enemies and highlight other elements in the environment, displaying additional information on screen. It will be useful to identify targets and to keep quest objectives and collectibles in mind when planning the next actions. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, players can go on the ultimate stealth runs, thanks to the return of double assassinations. All you need to do is have Tonto as your primary weapon and unlock the dedicated skill to perform the double assassination with a hidden blade. There's also a non-lethal stealth mechanic, which is grabbing. Players can silently assassinate their enemies by grabbing them and pulling them into the shadows or bushes to get rid of them. Moreover, Neo is the smallest assassin to date, so she will be able to squeeze through tiny wall cracks and hide inside small storage spaces and boxes to surprise her enemies. Meanwhile, the Eagle Vision system, which fans will remember from previous Assassin's Creed games, will also be a part of the experience. While it allows players to see hidden enemies behind walls, it'll be important to combine it with tagging to keep track of enemies and properly plan out the best way to invade certain locales and accomplish risky missions. While developing Assassin's Creed Shadows stealth mechanics, the developers also focused on enemy tactics. Servants are a new non-lethal enemy that will be introduced in this game. They cannot harm you but can raise alarms to reveal your location to other enemies. Enemies will be more suspicious in the game once you have been detected. If you hide after being spotted, they will start looking for you in pairs and be more on guard moving forward. Another unique enemy in Assassin's Creed Shadows is a samurai. They cannot be tackled as you would with a regular enemy, as they are much more skilled. For example, players can assassinate them with a smoke bomb, and samurai are likelier to deny their assassinations. Moreover, samurais will also slice bushes when searching for them. Assassination denial is also a new system, where an enemy is denoted with a white color if they are an instant kill, a yellow color if you need to deal some damage, and a red color if the enemy will completely deny your assassination attempt. Assassin's Creed Shadows is set to release on February 14, 2025 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC.